Woo, good morning. Good morning, how are you? Looks like my glass off, my eyes are sort of watering today. I think sometimes I get emotional about coming into work. I'm just like, oh, reunite me with my vapes. Oh, how you doing? I think I need to get my eyes checked because I walked in and I saw a squirrel lying dead on the floor and I thought, oh, it's terrible. It looked, I'm glad it was out of its misery. And then I got closer, it was a bobble hat. So, yeah. Don't my eyes look puffy? Bloody hell. Ooh. I slept well last night. This is the result. I don't know, I've been attacked by wasps or something. I don't know. I think I've got my eyes water in the morning. It's a gift that occurs to me because I need to be able to not see visually, considering my eyes are so screwed anyway. Well, so I hope you're all doing well. Actually, my eyes aren't as bad as the woman in front of me this morning. She nearly got run over by a taxi because she didn't look up a junction, who were missus. And she actually thanked him for stopping. I thought, well, it's either he's going to stop or he's going to turn you into a flat pack. So one of the two. So I think he didn't have much of an option. But, I mean, it wasn't a sort of courtesy stop. His bonnet was right next to her leg. So that's kind of crazy. Oh. What else has been happening? Streaming's going well. It's actually up to a level where I'm happy with it now, which is the first time ever. So the green screen's working. I've done some Call of Duty Black Ops 7 multiplayer and some Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, which was fun. I restarted the game because I've totally forgotten how to play it. And if you watch the actual video, it looks like I've still forgotten how to play it, but we get there eventually. So that might be an ongoing thing. What else? Oh, I'm going to lean forward. Oh, my old aching bones. What else has happened? That's been it. A lot of it, really, to be honest. Because the streaming thing was a pain in the arse initially. And I'm actually, I'm surprised. Bloody hell. Ooh. I'm actually, why don't I put this thing down instead of holding it like a prat? That's actually, yeah, I'm actually pleased with it. I watched a ton of YouTube videos on how to do it, and nearly all of them were actually accurate, which makes a change because normally you watch a YouTube tutorial video and it will say, right, this is step 1, right down to step 8, and it's like, yeah, this is your completed product or your version or your software or whatever, and I look at what I've got and think to myself, I must have missed out about 5 steps because this is shit, and you lied to me. And I will not like your video and I will not subscribe. By the way, like and subscribe my videos. It's the only way the algorithm can get up and I can potentially get to a point where I make 10p an hour. So I'm looking forward to it. Actually, I'm not doing it for the money. I'm not doing it for the fame. I know that sounds like a bit of a cop-out, but I'm not under any, what's the word, illusion that it's going to kick into the stratosphere. I'm just doing it because I enjoy it, and it's nice to have something to try and do that actually is technical and a little bit entertaining, hopefully at the same time. I mean, if people watch the videos, hopefully they get something out of it that's either entertaining. They're not going to get any game tips. Trust me, I'll run around in a circle for half an hour. Like on last night's game, I managed to backtrack myself. So I started where I began. I should blame the game for letting me do that in the first place, but that's not the point really, is it? But yeah, it was fun. What else? I do tend to talk about mental health on these as well. I mean, give tips. I used to do that in the garden. Oh, that seems like an age ago with the garden. That's kind of nice. I do like the walking outside ones, to be honest, probably more than this. So I'll do this one, but I'll probably keep these ones to a minimum, to be fair. I'll just do the walking ones because it's a bit more exciting, maybe. I don't know. The trees blowing in the background, exciting. Clouds slowly moving across the sky, exciting. The sound of a wren in the distance. Is that exciting? Possibly, possibly not. I don't know, but there you go. I am rambling, but then I've just woken up, so fuck you. The mental health side, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's maintained. I probably had a blip last week, but nothing major, and you work your way around it, and it's all, it is what it is. You just have to persevere, get through it as best you can, I think. Do what you can when you can. Make sure you take time for yourself, because if you don't take time for yourself, it doesn't work. You will have points, this is especially to a work situation, I think. You will have points where you will do, I feel appreciated, which is nice, but you'll have situations where you're busting your butt, basically, and sometimes you've got to slow down, if that makes sense. You can't run at 100 miles an hour all the time, you'll burn yourself out. So, which I've done before. So what you've got to do is just step back for a second, have a look at the situation and go, right, prioritise this. If there's something that's not really going to make any difference, then just knock it on the bloody head, is my opinion on that. You'll have some situations during the day where it's just like, it's just piss taking, really. It's just people who turn around and they're like, they will argue for argue's sake, and they will moan for moaning's sake. And basically, they go right to the bottom of the pile as far as I'm concerned. That's what I always used to do. Or I used to do after I'd learned how the game works, if you like. And that equates to life in general as well, I think. You've got to prioritise your important stuff with your non-important stuff. And to be fair, anything important is your personal stuff, and anything that's not as important is everything else. So you've got to make sure you're okay. You've got to make sure that people know that you're not okay when you're not okay. And balance out the whole, if it's a work-life relationship, I suppose it is a relationship really, or the lifestyle or whatever, then you have to balance it out between the two, more in favour of you being happy rather than somebody else being happy, as far as that's concerned, if that makes sense. Putting yourself first is not a crime. Doesn't mean you have to not care about everything else, but putting yourself first, because if you don't put yourself first, then you slip and then everything else slips. So that's my kind of my take on that. Maybe it's obvious, maybe I don't know, maybe I'm just spouting usual stuff, but sometimes it pays to actually hear someone say it, that you can actually put yourself first. And a kid just chokes in the background. I don't think you heard that, but I did, and it was just but yeah, there he goes. A lot of kids walking around at the moment. I thought they were on holiday. They can't all be homeschooled, for fuck's sake. What's going on? You see them walking past. And they're still doing that wheelie thing as well. Do you see how I transitioned there? That was good, wasn't it? They're still doing that wheelie thing. And every time I'm standing there looking out the window, I'm thinking to myself, right, bin it. Just wheelie a little bit too much and fall down. I'm not cruel. I'm just unusual. And I think it's actually it would be quite funny. I don't, think of me what you will, but I would piss myself laughing. I would have to change my trousers. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to leave it there. It's a chunk of nonsense that you'll never get over. This is 10 minutes you'll never get back. But hopefully you got something out of it. Have a great day. And if you catch me next time, hopefully I'll be streaming. Hopefully you can see the awesomeness of my gameplay and the awesomeness of my setup. And it's awesome. And I expect to get at least 50,000 followers by the end of the week. Take care of yourselves. See you later. Bye.